welcome back to Notruf 112. Now, unfortunately, the frame rates have quite royally collapsed because we're attempting to mobilize the entire squad, and unfortunately, as we've discussed many times in the past, Notruf 112 is not an amazingly well optimized game. In fact, looking at my CPU performance off to the side, I'm actually pretty sure it's only 32-bit, and I've got a 64-bit computer, so I think the game might not actually be capable of using all of the performance that is in the computer, which explains why it only ever uses 25% of my CPU and about, well, 25% of my GPU as well, which is a wee bit shoddy, but hopefully in time developers will come to fix it so we don't have to put up with 13 frames per cock gargle in second. Now, this is a problem. Why are we not... Okay, we've got blue lights on and we're going. Finally. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's change to F1, F5. Once we're clear of this junction, I'm going to go to F2. Right, okay. So the reason I'm going to F2 is just because we'll have a chance to better position the DLK unit. So, we've got a fire in one of the buildings over here. Oh, okay, there's no sign of any smoke at the moment. Okay, let's get siren off. Okay. Right, fine. So what we'll do, we'll change now to F1, F2, F2. Okay. So I'm not even sure where the... So it's a building fire. The Einsatzleader is staring at this door, so I assume that's where it's going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to go don ourselves some... respiratory equipment and get ourselves ready. So they're all getting ready for firefighting. Let's just go ahead and try and see where we are. It's none of the ones down here. We don't know if there's one that's going to require breaking and entering. We'll just have to see. Okay. Right, so this is the flat where it is supposedly at. Now there's no sign of any flames from the window, so we would be expecting there to be flames here. So we don't know if it got a confirmed fire at this time. So we'll just listen to the instructions. Following situation: fire in the building. Attack squad on the inside attack. Okay, so they're going to... Right. So we've got one person doing firefighting. We are going to... Well, they've got a hollow nozzle, there's no other thing. So we'll use this. Boop. It's not a B hose that we need, it's a C hose. That's a B hose. So we'll pick up a C hose case. Go ahead and vomit it down. Boop. Okay, unravel it. So we'll pick up you. One of you's going into here. So we're just making our own fire hose at the moment, so we'll just plug our fire hose into here. Ship. Okay, so just now that we're outside, we'll do a quick fire hose test. Our hose is working. Good. So we're going to pop in stairs and we're going to assist our colleague in fighting the fire, which we'll just have to see how bad it is. So he's on the inside. We're going to crouch down. On our way. There's no sign of any fire. Okay. Clear left. Clear right. Clear in the turret. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's a small fire. There's no kitchen in this house, is there? So that's going to be a room that we need to check. Oh no, there's a kitchen. The kitchen's clear. Right, okay, fine. So there's a fire in the couch that's here, and I don't know why Billy O is just sitting there doing nothing. So it's just a couch fire, nothing too ridiculously serious, but this is going to require quite a bit of water to get it all put out. So we've a lot of white smoke as the water is turning off to steam. So the couch, we're targeting the base of the couch at the moment, and it's mostly put out, which is fine. We're just seeing the smoke engine attempting to kind of fix itself. Let's perhaps leave the couch to cool off a little second while we focus on this. So this is the lamp, apparently, which is very much ablaze, and we've now popped it on out, so that's fine. And I've got a wee bit of fire still embering up on the walls, possibly a picture frame or something that's maybe gone on fire. Okay. I'll tell you what, I don't like the fact that there's still quite a lot of smoke coming out of the couch. Okay. Now I was under the impression that they put the water hoses into the game, but I'm obviously mistaken. Now I'm actually just going to pop around the site because I don't know if this fire is perhaps spread through the door. No, it doesn't appear to have been. So it's all localized to in here, but yeah, we're not able to get it out. Actually, now that we've taken a second. Hey, there we go. Okay, so if this game was remotely realistic, we would probably get the extractor fans in now to clear the smoke out of the burning flat, but this isn't that at all, so instead we are going to depart. So we're going to depart the building. Let's just vomit this on the ground. And remove the hose end. Boop. Put that on the ground. Remove the hose end. Okay, so we've all been set up from this fire. And so we'll come back when there's another emergency. Right, okay, new call. And thankfully this one isn't hemorrhaging our frame rates quite as much. So as you could hear in the tannoy, we're deploying in the KLF. We're still waiting on our machinist, who's just coming on in here. Okay, so we've got a person who's taken it unwell behind a door. A locked door specifically. So we've been called to the scene. So we'll be deploying with an ambulance, which is slightly further behind. I assume the ambulance is coming. I don't actually see it. Okay. So the police are on scene, and we're still waiting for the ambulance to turn up. Okay. You are quite welcome to stop. Right, so we're just waiting on the ambulance, which is just behind us as those trucks get out of the way. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Which door do we open? It must be this one. Okay, so to take the cordless drill, so we'll pick that one up. So the police have given us permission to go through the door, so we shall indeed go through the door. Perfect. Okay, so doors now open, which will allow the ambulance crews to pop on in, and here's our unwell person. I mean, you would think they would give them at least an unwell person pose, but apparently not in Notruf 112. Anyway, they're going to deal with that person. Okay. We need to go to the passenger door, and that's that for that call. Woohoo! Right, okay, so after that little bit of barking to do with the guy that got stuck, we're back in the KEF vehicle for, I believe, a small flooded area. So I think it's us just going out by ourselves. I have just completely lost hearing in my right ear. That's quite awkward. I will have to deal with that after this video is over. Right, okay. Let's just get in here. So blue lights on, and we're off ski for wherever our adventure waits for us. So basically, the KEF is kind of like a small technical rescue vehicle, which is it's got some handy kits for getting into buildings and dealing with small emergencies. Because the centre of town is usually full of high rises and things, I don't think it's going to be nearby. I think it's going to be quite far out of town. So let's just trundle along. Can we see a sat nav? Nope. Ah, well, the police are here, so that's helpful in trying to work out where it was, and indeed it wasn't actually all too far. So if we pop on in, is this it? I don't see any water, I don't see any flooding. Okay. Okay, so this is where. Ah, okay, right, yeah. So it's a little bit of flooding. So what we need is the dirty water pump, which we'll get at the back. So the dirty water pump has to be placed in the water, which I suppose makes sense. So I've got to go vomit that down here. I don't really know why this is a blue light response, but sure. So our machinist is going to come and monitor things. We've got one sea hose on board this vehicle. Unwind the hose, pick up the sea hose end. So basically, for the water operations, one of the ends goes into the pump in such a fashion, and the other end gets put into a drain. Well, the curbs don't. I mean, I'd really rather put it in a drain, but it is what it is. So we'll plonk it there, and we'll now. So the water is draining. It's draining into the drain. And we just kind of have to bide its time, so you can see the water level ever so slowly going down as the pump does its magic. So it doesn't quite fully recreate the pump unit, so you would probably have this hooked up using the electrical cabling to the KEF unit itself. That's not included in this game. It would have been a nice simple touch, but it's not. Having said that, it could very well be possible it's battery powered, but I don't really know that it would be. Okay. So we've got to remove the sea hose end from the pump. No. I want to remove the hose end. Why won't it let me? It's not removing the hose end from here, is it? No. Okay, we'll vomit that one on the ground. Okay, that's quite interesting. There we go. Right, remove it, vomit it. So we can rewind it. So we'll go put that away as the machinist puts our hose away, and then we can head back to base after having dealt with another successful emergency. Perfect. So there comes a machinist to get that away, and that's us sorted. Perfect. And off home we go. Right, okay, it's our final call.
Achtung, Brandschutz, LKW-Brand, Einsatz für ELW, NF24, CLF1, RTW1.
Okay, so we're all turning out to a truck fire. What vehicle did I say I was going in? That one. I forgot which crew I was. Okay, so it's a truck fire. It didn't say on the highway, but these things usually do take place on the highway. Why is there a dude just standing there? Okay, sure. So I think that's command unit deploying. It is indeed. So the engine's going to go and we're going to tail the engine. So our driver's going to put blue lights on and we're going to go. Okay. So we're already into the industrial part of Malheim and the Ruhr. Just having a wee gander around the place, see if we can't spy where it is that we're going to. We are heading out towards the Autobahn, I believe. Oh no, we're heading to the bridge with the Autobahn, but we're actually heading out into the countryside. Okay. So it's a big open giveaway. No sign of the fire yet, but we've officially left the city. So it must be somewhere out in the countryside, which is why we're along. So the LF engine is going to be doing the firefighting, whereas it's going to be our role very much to provide water for the engine. Is there an ambulance with us? No, I think it's just us. Right, okay. That's fine by me. So let's get this show on the road. But we have all arrived. Oh no, there is an ambulance coming. Right, okay, fair enough. Right, ambulance is here. Oop, let's go. So, it's going to be our job to help provide some water. I do believe. I just want to see I know the medics are here, but is there anyone injured? I don't think there is, so that's fine. It's just us. Fine. Okay. Oh, foaming agent. That's quite cool. I never noticed we had that before. Right, okay. We'll just grab out a couple of C hose and a B hose for the moment. Where's my B hose? There it is. So he's doing stuff. Oh, has he already hooked us up? Yes, he has. Great, so I don't actually have to do anything. Perfect. For the last call of the night, I picked the one person who's got nothing to do. Actually, there's quite a few people that don't have anything to do. But they're using the big foam boom. That's actually quite ironic that there's one person in breathing apparatus and there's two people, well, one person that's slightly closer to the fire that doesn't actually have breathing apparatus on, which is slightly dense. Anyway, he is very tactfully going to put out our truck fire in such a fashion. That's That's the third time they said mission will take 60 minutes. I think something's a little bit broke with that, but anyway, the fire is out. Excellent. So I think this is going to be us wrapping up. So all we've really got to do... Oh, hang on. We've been given something else to do. So go to the distributor. So we'll pick up this distributor. And where is it going? So this is the LF appliance. So we'll plonk it in here. Oop. Excellent, and that is going to be that done. So that's going to be all the calls for today, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this episode of Notruf 112, and I'll see you next time. Bye!